Hello students, welcome to AGP tutorials. Today we are going to learn the 6th chapter of Science and Technology, that is classification of plants. There was one scientist named R.H. Whittaker. R.H. Whittaker in 1969 discovered 5 kingdom classification, and the kingdoms were Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. And today we are going to learn about the Kingdom Plantae, that is all about plants and its classification. So children, the plants are classified on the basis of 4 criteria. There are 4 criteria. So on the basis of presence or absence of organs, they are classified. Second criteria, the presence or absence of separate conducting tissues. Now what are conducting tissues, children? Conducting tissues are xylem and phloem. What are xylem and phloem? Xylem are the tissue which is used for the conduction of water, and phloem are the tissue which is used for the conduction of food. So these are classified on the basis of presence or absence of separate conducting tissues. Third criteria is whether the seeds are enclosed in fruit or not. And the fourth and last criteria is number of cotyledons in the seeds. Now what is meant by cotyledon, children? Cotyledon means it is an embryonic leaf in a seed bearing plants. Okay, so it is a hard covering. You can say that. So number of cotyledons in the seed. So these are the 4 criteria on the basis of this the plants are classified. So the plants are classified into cryptogams and phanerogams. And further, the cryptogams are classified into division Thallophyta, division Bryophyta and division Pteridophyta. The pronunciation is Pteridophyta, children. Next is phanerogams. The phanerogams are divided into division Gymnosperms and division Angiosperms. And further, the Angiosperm is divided into monocotyledon and dicotyledon. So let us learn first cryptogams. So the cryptogams are the plants which are non-flowering. Okay, means they do not bear any flower. So these are the plants which are non-flowering. Then plants are seedless. Fruits are also absent here in cryptogams. Then they are microscopic or macroscopic. So microscopic means what, children? You cannot see with your eyes directly. It needs microscope to see or view the plant. So, and macroscopic means what? You can see it with your eyes only. So they are microscopic or macroscopic. Next is cell structure is prokaryotes or eukaryotes. I hope you know these terms. Next, mode of nutrition is what? Autotrophic and heterotrophic. Then reproduction is by sexual means, asexual means or by vegetative reproduction. Here the vegetative reproduction means what, children? The new plant or new tree is developed from the plant part only, means like root, stem, leaf. So these new plant is developed from plant part only. So that is called as vegetative reproduction. Next, let us learn about the first division in cryptogams, that is division Thallophyta. So plant body is thalloid. Now here the plant body is thalloid, that's why the name is given Thallophyta. So what is meant by thalloid body? Thalloid body means flat, okay, like undifferentiated, okay. So it is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. That's why it is thalloid body. Next, it is divided into 2 examples, that is algae and fungi. So let us learn about it. Yeah. So in algae, plant body is thalloid again, as I have told you already. Algae show great diversity. You know that, and you can find everywhere. Then they may be unicellular or multicellular. You know the meaning of it, I think. Unicellular means what? Single cell, and multicellular means many cells. Then they are microscopic or macroscopic. Mode of nutrition is autotrophic here. And they shows presence of chlorophyll. As they shows the presence of chlorophyll, hence the mode of nutrition is autotrophic, children. Next, vegetative reproduction is common. And cell wall is made up of pectin. So here it is a microscopic part, but you can understand it properly. So there is a cell wall and it is made up of pectin. Pectin is one kind of substance, you can say that. And the examples of Spirogyra and nostoc. And any two examples are important here. You can give any two examples. Now next is fungi. Here also the plant body is thyroid as it is involved in division Thallophyta. Plant shows absence of chlorophyll. Here the absence of chlorophyll. In algae it shows the presence of chlorophyll, but in fungi there is chlorophyll is absent. Then they are acellular or unicellular. Now what is meant by acellular, children? Acellular means indefinite. Okay, cell is indefinite. Mode of nutrition is heterotrophic because there is absence of chlorophyll, that's why. Then reproduction is vegetative, asexual, sexual. And here the cell wall is made up of chitin. So here is also one substance, that is chitin. And the two examples are penicillium and rhizopus. Here I have shown you the picture of Spirogyra, that is microscopic picture it is. And in real picture you can see this. This is a microscopic picture and this one is the real picture of Spirogyra. Here is a picture of rhizopus and here is the diagrammatic representation of rhizopus. Children, here the roots are absent but the root-like structure is present here, which is called as rhizoids. Okay, roots are absent but root-like structure is present and that is termed as rhizoids. Okay, rhizoids. Yes. Now next we are going to learn about division Bryophyta. Here this Bryophyta group or division is called as amphibians. Why the amphibians? Because you know that the what is meant by amphibians? Those who can live on water, live in water as well as land. On the land, they are called as amphibians. So here the Bryophyta group is called as amphibians. Why? Because they grow in a moist soil, but they need the water for the reproduction. So they can grow on a moist soil, means on the ground, but they need water for the reproduction compulsory. Plant body, again thyroid, which is a body flat-like or ribbon-like, then without stem, root and leaves. And as I have told you already that root are not present there, but root-like structures are present, which is called as rhizoids. Then nutrition is autotrophic here. They are multicellular. They reproduce by the spore formation. That is a type of asexual reproduction, children. So asexual reproduction type is spore formation. Example is Riccia and Fineria. Here is the example of Riccia. You can see this plant in your surrounding as well as in the moist places. So, and the next is, here is the picture of Fineria, children. Plant body is thyroid here. So, like this way. Like this. This is a thyroid body structure. Okay, children. Now next, let us learn about division Pteridophyta. So again, now here from the division Pteridophyta, the plant body is well differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. From the division of Pteridophyta, the plant is well differentiated, children. They have well developed vascular tissue system, again xylem and phloem for the conduction of water and food. Then they do not bear flowers and fruits, but these plants do not bear flowers and fruits. They are differentiated into root, stem and leaf, but they do not bear any flowers and fruits. Then reproduction is by asexual, by spore formation, and the spores are formed on the back side of their leaf. Okay, children, You can see in this picture. I'll show you. And sexual reproduction by zygote formation. Examples are fern and equisetum. So here is the image of fern. You can see this spores formed at the back side of the leaves. You can see this brown color spores, right? So these are the spores. And here is the clear picture of fern. You can see this in your surrounding as well. This is like it is kept for the show purposes. Okay, you can see these plants anywhere. Now let us learn the phanerogams. About the phanerogams. Here the phanerogams plants are flowering. Then they are seed bearing plants. Plant body is well differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Okay, so these are flowering plants, seed bearing plants, and plant body is well differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Next, they show special structure for reproduction. So flower is the special structure for the reproduction. In these plants, after the process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain embryo and the stored food. So after the process of reproduction, what happens, children? Here seeds are formed. Okay, in the seeds it contain embryo and stored food. So during germination, this stored food is used for the further growth of embryo. So whatever the stored food is there in the seed, it is used by the seed for the further growth of embryo during the germination process. They show various types of pollination. So pollination is a process like pollen grains are taken from the one plant and passed to the another plant. So which they show various types of pollination like wind pollination, insect pollination and water pollination, bird pollination, etc. Now next is division gymnosperms. So here the gymnosperms is term is divided into two words, that is gymnos and sperma. Here the gymnos means what, children? Naked, and sperma means what? Seeds. Okay, then gymnosperms are mostly evergreen, perennial and woody plants. So these are evergreen plants, children. Next, their stems are without branches. Okay, then leaves are crown like. These plants bear male and female flowers on different sporophylls of same plant. Here you don't know the meaning of sporophyll, children. What is meant by sporophyll? Sporophyll means there is one cone-like structure present on the plant, which is called as sporophyll. And here the plant bear male and female plants on different sporophyll of the same plant. Means the male and female flowers are present on the same plant only. Hence they are termed as monoecious. This term is new for you, that is monoecious. Monoecious means what? When male and female flowers are on the same plant, they are called as, or they are termed as, monoecious. The example of monoecious plant is maize plant. Next, seeds are not covered. Plants do not form fruits. Here they do not form fruits, but they have seeds which are uncovered. Example is cycas and pinus. So here I have shown you the picture of cycas. This you can see in your surrounding. And here the leaves are crown-like, children. Here you can see the leaves. These are crown-like, and the stem are without branches. Stems are without branches. Here also you can see in the image, you can see that stems are without branches. The leaves are directly grown from the stem. So hence they are without branches. Next, here I have shown you the picture of sporophyll. This is a picture of sporophyll, which is a cone-like structure or a corn-like structure, you can say that. So example is cycas and pinus. So this is the images of cycas, children. Next we are going to learn about angiosperm division. Here the angiosperm term is derived from two words, that is angios means cover and sperma means seeds. Next, these plants are flowering plants with a specialized structure, that is flower, which is a reproductive organ of the plant. Flowers develop into fruits and seeds are formed within fruits. So flowers are develop into fruits and seeds give rise or they are formed within the fruits. So flowers develop into fruits means what, children? I think you have seen the pomegranate plant. So there the flowers are developed into fruits and seeds are formed within the fruits. Habit is trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers, etc. Tissues are well developed. Here also the xylem and phloem are well developed for the conduction of water and food. Pollination is by wind, insect, water, etc. Then example are mango and neem plant. Then angiosperm is further divided into monocotyledon and dicotyledon. So let us learn about the monocotyledon first. So they have single cotyledon. I have already told you what is cotyledon. It is an embryonic leaf in seed bearing plants. Embryonic leaf in seed bearing plants. Then they have fibrous roots. They have hollow disc-like stem. Leaves have parallel venation. Venation means what? The veins which are present on the leaf. You can see that the branching like structure or a venlet, small ventlets you can see on the leaf. If you see the leaf carefully, you will able to see that ventlets or veins. So that is called as venation. So here there is a parallel venation, means they don't intersect each other. Veins don't intersect each other. That is called as parallel venation. Then flowers are trimerous. Here what is meant by trimerous, children? Trimerous means having 3 petals. Okay. So the flower is having 3 petals. That is termed as trimerous. Example of monocotyledon plant is maize and wheat. Now let us learn about dicotyledons. So here they have 2 cotyledons. They have well developed root system, that is tap root. Okay, here they have tap root. Then they have strong and hard stem. Leaves have reticulate venation. Here what is the reticulate venation? Reticulate venation means the branching like structure or network like structure. So veins are interconnected with each other or they intersect each other. So they have reticulate venation. Then flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous. Here the flowers have 4 petals or 5 petals. Okay. And the example is of dicotyledon is mango and neem. Here you can see the picture of monocotyledon, dicotyledon. Here I have shown you the picture of monocot and here is the dicot picture. Okay. And next here is the pentamerous flower. Okay, in dicotyledon you saw that there is the flowers are having tetramerous or pentamerous. Okay, so flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous means what? They have 5 petals here, 1 2 3 4 5. They have 5 petals in the flower. And here it is trimerous means what? It consists of 3 petals. Here is 1, here is 2 and here is 3. So this is a venation, children. See on the leaf you can see this veins, small veins or branching like pattern. So this is called as venation. Okay. So I hope you have understood the concept, you have understood the divisions and their types, their examples. So if you like the video then please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you can put it in a comment box. Thank you.